All right, I'll explain this. This will help because we can come back to it. Your beautiful faces on record now, man. All right, so, Sinitu, he's in the waiting room. Should I let him in or what? It's all right.
Who's that?
You were in the waiting room. You guys got in. There you go.
Oh,
Now
no,
there's another
no.
one. Hey, what's going on here? Hey, this is some inception. All right, so what we're looking at here, guys, is as you can see on AUD/USD, we've done nothing but ride the Bollinger Band to the upside. So there's been a huge push to the upside. So we're anticipating a fall to come down to the bottom. Now we can't rush this. We need to look at market structure. Now this particular candle here, which is called a doji candle, is a really good indicator of now starting to come into our area, and we need to watch. So essentially these wicks prices try to come up and it's rejected off and sitting there. Now this candle here is an engulfing candle, which is really good, but it could be a fake out. So we don't get in yet. We be patient and we wait to see what happens in the next couple of
days. Yeah.
But that is really
good.
It
hits the top and it comes down, and then it might go back up. Yeah.
So generally, you'll have a quick little fake out, but we just want to see what happens. Because generally, when we have price go from the top to the bottom, there can be anywhere up to 15 candles. So there's no need to rush into a price action. We just wait and be patient and see what happens. And also, I want to see if this 3-minute candle prints and becomes an engulfing candle as well. But we wait and we see. Indicators are starting to fall into our purple areas, which is good. And we also do have separation in those two, in the two lines on the stochastic. What I'd really like to see is a pullback to about here and then a closure and then a continued downward action. And that's when I'd look to get in on this particular trade. You want to wait and see. That's a good sign. Another minute candle was printed to around about the 50% retracement. Let's see what the next one does, but I'll be really getting my trade set up now for a sell. And what I'll do is I'm not actually obviously going to do the trade, but I'm going to do my pretend sell here. So where I hit my line is where I'm going to execute my sell entry. But again, being patient, waiting. Price is really starting to plateau out. We've got our crossover happening here on the 3, which is good. Let's see what this particular candle does. It's got 20 seconds left. I'll let that print. If we sit in the same area, I'm looking at price to fall. I'm liking it. If we get a little doji fake out, a little pump up would be nice because we're just getting a better entry for the sell.
Yeah.
But if we don't get it, don't stress because it's still going to run. Now I'm looking at a 2-minute trade here. So that should sit anywhere between a minute 30 and a minute 40. I'm liking the fall. Little pump. It's not a huge movement, which is kind of shit. This always happens whenever I go to show someone. Like it just plateaus. It doesn't move in any direction.
Oh, that he always does that. You're trying to show someone and it doesn't hit the way you want to hit it.
Nah, it's like. So
that was me and Dallas the other day. I jumped on live with Dallas.
Yeah.
And I was showing him how to like sort of use the pullbacks for like a risky, but like I do him like more times than him. And like we hit one and then we lost the other one on a 30-second trade.
Yeah.
But like you gotta wait for that real big peak and then the pullback.
Yeah.
Well, like you gotta time it perfectly. We got it once and then we lost the second one and then Dallas had a souk.
Money lad.
I know, but just maybe increase your time just a little bit. Like I don't often do 30 seconds unless it's like one where we've done, say on the 1 minute, we had a huge candle like this one here. Then I wouldn't, you know, because this entire move was, because of all this was like a heap of candles, heap of consecutive candles up. It wasn't just one big fucking massive one. Then I don't worry about those small trades. For this, I want a 2-minute. And look, this has moved fuck all the way. Like it's been very, very slow. But I've cleared that trade, you know, because I said sell.
I activated it.
You did? How much time you got? Or you're done?
23 seconds.
Yeah, easy. And that's bang. Now look, in reality, you could probably do this again. Like I personally would have hit this probably 2 or 3 times just on the one pair. Bang, 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 bang. For 3 trades, or like that's because I'm sitting at $1,000 though for my trade sizes, so I can't
Hey.
That's the goal, bro. That's the goal. Oh.
Can't do anything with $1,000. It's like a security thing to make sure people don't blow, millions of dollars. So, but if you hit it multiple times, obviously, that's like doing a $3,000 trade. Now that trade, bang, success, we've hit it up, now because we've had a closure below here as well, honestly, we're going to get multiple candles to the downside. So you could wait for another opportunity. You could go in again. So if we see what happens here, if we see like a little pullback up to sort of here, where my initial entry was, which was the engulfing candle, that was the open of this engulfing candle that caused the move, you could actually get in for another sell. Bit more advanced trading for you guys personally, for where you're at, Isaac, you could probably do it. Like, for example, this little pull up now, what it's doing. If it came up a little bit higher, I could get in again for another sell. But for you boys that are just learning, just learn to identify what we just saw and then leave it, go away, come back to another one, try to get it again. And yeah, just be patient, because now what you can see is that trade's put off, but now look, now we're starting to get some buying pressure. We're starting to come back up. So we are going to get a bit more movement up. This still wants to fall though. So this is why there will be a slight retracement back, but it should still continue to fall. So, there could be an opportunity. Now I need to bounce because I've got a client coming in 5 minutes, but watch this pair, see if you can see another opportunity to come in to then continue its downward move. But be patient, make sure you're doing the right things. And yeah, hopefully that helps what we talked about today.
Solid.
Yeah, that was hectic. Thanks, bro.
No.
Between like after about 7 o'clock, it gets real frantic. So price tends to fucking just go crazy. Like it'll go down, up, down, up, down, up. And it does, it fucks my head too much because of the way that we trade and the way that I've been teaching you guys. So personally, between say 2 o'clock and say 6 is a really good time, because although it's slower and your entry will be pretty close to where you were, it's better because it doesn't move so frantically for when you're learning. Yeah.
Yep.
So this would be really where it is almost now. If we have a look, like where it came to, this is actually pretty, I'll talk about this quickly. That wick has come almost back to my exact point and it's rejected off again. So this here, just being patient, have a look, there might be another opportunity for another sell-off. But anyway, boys, I've got to bounce.
Sweet, bro.
Let's make sure you send me up some screenshots of trades if they're winning or losing on the group chat. And if you've got any questions, put them through. I'm obviously back now for this week, so I'll hit you up whenever you need my help. All right.
Sweet as, bro. Thanks.
Sweet, bro. Sweet as, Dominique. Have a good one.